Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Krista from Hebert's Down Home. If you are new here, welcome. I would love to have you click that subscribe button down below. Today, it is gorgeous outside. It's supposed to get up to 87 degrees. It will get windy later on in the day, so we are getting out early. The little kids and I are headed outside to do some homeschool like we often love to do when the weather is nice. I bought these new magnifying glasses and they're super excited about going exploring. So before we sit down to do our seat work, we're gonna go explore, see what we can find. So I put each of your names on these magnifying glasses and you guys can use these for school time, okay? But they need to go back in our school basket so we can always find them, okay? Grayson, here's yours. Jackson, here's yours. And Nevaeh, here's yours. And your names are on them. So you can go exploring for about 10 minutes and see what we can find. And then we're gonna come and do some seat work, okay? Oh, Nevaeh is inspecting these flowers, our weeds. Okay.
Oh, I can see it all down there. That's cool. Everything's so big. Oh, it's a big eye. Come over here. That's a lot of ants.
You see, oh, what else is under there? I see a bunch of ants too, but what else do you see?
All I see is rainbows.
So I've been kind of debating something, thinking about something. So it's that time of year, you know, April, when we start to plan for the next school year. This is when I kind of pull all my stuff together and start to really think hard about what we're going to need for next year, curriculum-wise, as well as what we're going to be doing for homeschooling and things like that. And I just haven't been very satisfied the past couple of years with how little time the kids kind of have to explore their own interests more. When we first started homeschooling, that was a huge part of our day, was exploring their own interests, me sort of finding curriculums and things that went along with what they were interested in. We did a lot of science stuff together and that sort of thing. And I'm kind of really desiring to go back to that. So I've been thinking about just exploring a little bit more about unschooling. So I never really thought about this till the other day. Another homeschool mom said something about her unschooling days, and I thought, oh wow, we could unschool for just some days of the week and some days do our regular curriculum. I thought, how could we combine that and make that work? So you guys know that I love to be very hands-on, especially with the younger kiddos, that they learn a lot through play and through exploration, and I really, really want to encourage that more with them. Just at the beginning stages of thinking about, could we do an unschooling day on Mondays? That is normally our lighter day of school. The little kids do very little to no school on those days. Could that be our unschooling day? And this year we start with one unschooling day and maybe we expand that. And even thinking about doing an unschooling day for the older kids where they sort of explore their own interests as well. I think of things like, you know, Peyton loves guitar, and so doing some guitar lessons. Sorry, we've got squeaky bikes coming round, don't we? Squeaky bikes and a way too small big wheel. So even just thinking about how do I incorporate that in for the older kids as well? What are some of their interests that they would like to do? Maybe take a photography class, maybe art or some things like that. We've really been pretty academically minded the last couple of years, and I want to get away from that. We have so much more fun all together when we explore more and when we follow our interests more. So I used to keep a list when we first started homeschooling. Peyton was so curious. about everything. I used to keep a list during the day because he asked me so many questions that I didn't know the answers to. I would write them down and then I would Google it and find out the answers for him, or we would find books at the library, or we would explore those things together that he was curious about. And he's still a really curious kid, and I still think that that is really important to encourage that in our kids, because that's what makes lifelong learners. And so I don't know if it really wouldn't be what would be considered a traditional unschooling, but doing an unschooling day, a day where we just explore more interests. Maybe a child wants to learn to bake something or learn a household skill, or and you know, right now Mondays it's really a catch-up day for us, as well as I don't know, just getting things done kind of a day. And so what if we kind of just structured it a little bit differently to where that was our day, where we did a lot more exploration during the day of each child's interests, and we tried to kind of be more intentional about that. And I think that that's important. I think it used to just happen naturally, and it feels like now we have to be a lot more intentional about getting those things done, getting, you know, being able to explore, and providing those opportunities and setting up that environment for those things to happen, such as buying the magnifying glasses. I mean, big deal, right? I bought them on Amazon. I bought them months ago. We just haven't gotten them out. And so just getting them out today helped the kids to be more curious about their environment and look at things through different eyes, and look at some bugs up close. And then we need to get back out our science stuff, because our science that we're doing right now is all about bugs, and spring is the best time to do that. So taking those concentrated days maybe to do some of those things would be super helpful, and the kids are super interested in that. We homeschooled this year. We homeschool 4 days a week, year round, and we do kind of a modified half day for the older kids on Mondays. The younger kids don't do school on Mondays much. They do a little bit, but not much. And then so just thinking more towards next year, going to more of a 5-day-a-week schedule with some different breaks, but making one of those days be an unschooling day. And then hop back how many? The second number.
That equals 1.
Okay, good job.
Back to 0.
Oh my goodness, 9 minus 9 equals 0. You're right, so you're gonna write 0 on the line. Before dark, because there were bears and panthers in the woods. One day I started earlier than usual, so I thought I did not need to hurry. There were so many things to see in the woods, and I forgot that dark was coming. There were red squirrels in the trees, chipmunks scurrying. Thank you so much for watching today, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.